It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, I am back, and I'm glad to be back. What's happening, everybody? The Geno Jones Show. I know you figured that out. You can read, you can see. Hell, even Stevie Wonder can see that sign, right? I'm saying. So, my normal days, Monday through Friday, new start time, 7:30. Check your clock, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So from Detroit City to New York City, Philly, Boston, D.C., Charlotte, of course here in Charleston, South Carolina, down to Miami, the ATL, Orlando, Tampa, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 6:30 Central Time. Hello, Chicago. Man, y'all got some heavy flooding. Speaking of flooding in Central Time, man, please lift the families up in Texas that lost their loved ones. That's so horrible. And in New Mexico also had floods there. So 6:30 Central Time. So from Minneapolis to Milwaukee to Chi-Town, Chicago, stand up. St. Louis, Memphis, Jackson, Mississippi, Little Rock, Arkansas. Hello, Houston, Texas. I see you. Stand up. Dallas, New Orleans, where the Essence Festival is a lot of talk about. The Essence Festival that happened the 4th of July weekend. So that's going to be the main part of our monologue. We'll get back to that. 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time in the afternoon, live in Los Angeles and live in Las Vegas. Everybody else on the West Coast, from Portland to Seattle, Sacramento, San Jose, San Francisco, Oakland, San Diego, Bay Area. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Showtime. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. It was almost like a week. So the 4th was like Friday. So some folks either got off work, left work early. Some folks didn't go Thursday. So you had Thursday and Friday and then Saturday and Sunday. And for me, I stretched it out to Monday and Tuesday. So I am back with you today on Wednesday, July 9th. It's a brand new month, isn't it? Oh, yeah. We're having it, everybody. So we got a lot of great things coming up. Hey, I want to shout out. So there is a Prosecco, and the Don Lucci is the company. So it's out of the Charleston, South Carolina metro. Three brothers, three black men, dynamic brothers. I want to shout out the whole Don Lucci team. Three partners. They're going to be my guest on next Monday to tell you the story of Don Lucci. Lucci is Luchi. So if you love Prosecco, or you love some Don Lucci, it is chef's kiss. So make sure you check it out. So I'm excited. Can't wait to get these guys on. So be sure to please give me the likes. All right, it's so important because the algorithms, the way you trigger the algorithms, the way you let them know. So YouTube, their algorithm is a set of instructions. So they monitor. All right, so please give me those likes. So like and share, screen grab. You can rip some of the video, make it go viral, and subscribe. Shout out to, man, so many new subscribers. Shout out to my subscribers from day one. So we are rapidly approaching becoming a YouTube partner. That means my company and the show will get monthly income from YouTube. So please spread the word. Tell everybody to continue to help the Geno Jones Show grow. This is a platform for the culture, and we use celebrity and humor and everything else to speak truth to power. And we are rooted in social justice, and we are rooted in the culture and the community. I want to say the community of humanity, but we center black folks in America, the whole African diaspora, but we unapologetically celebrate black love, black excellence in our own stories, because it is clear. If it wasn't clear, it is clear now after November, and it's clearer every day that we are all we got. But this is what they know, those that want our demise and destruction. And it's not just us, it's black folks. Folks is not billionaires. And I've been talking about that for 4.5 years. but we are all we got. But guess what? We are all we need because we as a culture, we as a community here in America and across the planet, the African diaspora, but right here at home in America, we have everything that we need. So we continue to come together because, yes, we do stick together. And that's been another racist trope and narrative that's been promoted by those who own media properties who don't look like us. Those who are anti-black, the white nationalists, those who engage in anti-blackness for ignorance, fear, and business, because hatred and bigotry and fear and misogyny and sexism, patriarchy is big business. It always has been. Fear and hate on every level. It is huge, big business. That fear and hate sells fighter jets and tanks and bombs and defense companies and all kind of weapons and AR-15s and ammunition. It sells a lot of things, and it keeps people in power. The fear, the hatred, the ignorance that will keep a small handful of people with the social, economic, and political power. Many of these racist white nationalists, bigoted, anti-black, and not just anti-black, anti-human, anti-people billionaires. And that's not all of them, but it's a significant number who find themselves in power now. But we the people, we got the power, and they know it. And that's why media is used. It is used to brainwash. I'm going to just keep it simple. To brainwash, to keep people ignorant, to keep people distracted, to keep people afraid, to foment hate and division among the general public because the people have the power. The billionaires have the money, but the people have the power. And when the people come together, even the billionaires can't stop it. With all their billions, companies worth trillions of dollars. Meta, Nvidia, I heard today, Apple, these companies are worth trillions, not billions now, trillions of dollars. And with all these billionaires, but all that money, and they know it, it can't beat the power of the people when the people come together. So here we are all we got. We are all we need because we got everything we need, not just to get by and to survive, but thrive. And they know it. So we're forced to come together. And look, I get it. Everybody's not everybody. Not every black person's going to come along. Some folks are going to be spies. You can't trust them anyway. Some folks won't get it. Some black people have been brainwashed with anti-blackness in such a deep way that they are the sunken place, like the movie Get Out. They're so far down. They have sunk so low, that sunken place is subterranean. Like the center of the earth. It's no coming back for them. But we don't need everybody. But we need everybody that believes and that has a sense of compassion, empathy, decency, morality, and humanity, which includes a significant number of those who are called white, because this whole construct of whiteness and race is made up. And it was made up in the 1680s by that same small handful of people who controlled the social, economic, and political power to pit people against each other. So that we come up with this construct, which is a con game, a race. Keep them fighting, because these billionaires despise poor and working class white people. And if you don't believe me now, just look at the bill, look at the legislation that was just passed by this MAGA cult and Orange Hitler. Millions, 17 million people are going to lose health insurance. Parents and grandparents are going to be kicked out of nursing homes, or those nursing homes are going to shut down. Rural hospitals some are closing already. millions of people, millions of families and single parents and children, which, by the way, the majority of people in America that get food assistance, SNAP benefits, the EBT card we used to call food stamps, are white. And the majority are white women with children, make up nearly half, somewhere 44, 45%. No, it ain't black folks. No, black folks make somewhere in the mid-20s, like somewhere in that 22 to 25% range. I think the last numbers I saw, the Hispanics make up 18% of those that receive SNAP benefits. And the vast majority of those people work. Oh, by the way, many elderly, many seniors receive SNAP benefits because they are on a fixed income. So a lot of these red hat wearing folks, these MAGA cult members that embrace the anti-blackness and the misogyny and the sexism and the hatred and bigotry in all of its forms, and homophobia and Islamophobia and anti-Semitism, all of it. All of it. These folks that you voted for, not only have they given you their ass to kiss, they have just said, basically, we don't give a shit about you. We just want all the money and all the power. We want another tax break. Yeah, we got billions, but that ain't enough. We don't even really want you alive. We would prefer that you die. So we're going to try to facilitate that by taking away health care for 17 million people. Medicaid. Folks don't lose health insurance. Children. Nearly half of the children, nearly half of the people that receive Medicaid in America are children. Somewhere over 40%. The only way they get insurance to go to a doctor is through Medicaid. So many, your children and grandchildren, and your parent, your aunt or uncle, in a nursing home that receives or gets part of their health insurance through Medicare, and Medicaid is going to be affected also. That family member that has a wheelchair, that needs wheelchair assistance, their wheelchair is paid for by Medicaid. Their oxygen that they use every day, paid for by Medicaid. This cult is showing you they don't give a shit about you. And I've been telling you this for 4.5 years, almost 5 years now. In October, it'll be 5 years. We're all we got, but we got everything we need because we are all we need. All right. Hello, Great Hustle. Hello, Mother. How are you? Thank you. And let's see here. We got good evening, Great Hustle 843. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, Great Hustle. Happy birthday. We don't always see eye to eye, but happy birthday to you, my sister. And, hopefully that you will realize that we are all we got. And I get it. You got a thing for Democrats. I'm not going to have that conversation with you today. But Democrats didn't pass this bill. But I think you're smart enough to realize that these political labels don't mean anything. Because this cult, who I never hear you criticize, but that's okay, for whatever reason, listen, action, talk is cheap. Action speaks louder than words. And the actions of this cult shows that there's those in power that have political power, and many that have economic power, have a lack of humanity that is disgusting. The humanity and empathy and compassion. Elon Musk said empathy is a weakness. His weird ass would say that. But he's getting, because they talk about socialism, where you want to talk about socialism, talk about the socialism, the federal government, the $8 million a day in taxpayer money that you and I pay, that goes to help keep Elon Musk's companies like Starlink with them damn rockets that can't even get off the launch pad now, that's blowing up on the launching pad. First they were blowing up in the middle of the, in midair. They can't even get off the ground now. And Tesla, company which would have gone bankrupt 4 or 5 years ago, 4 or 5, 6 years ago, if it wasn't for the federal government bailing out Tesla. So all those Elon Musk companies, they get $8 million. Corporate welfare, taxpayer dollars, government contracts. So that's where we are. That's the conversation that we need to have, and understand that this group is in power. They will eventually come for everybody. Now they may be coming for the immigrants now, but they're coming for immigrants from Central America and Mexico and Venezuela and El Salvador, Colombia, but now they're coming for the Haitian immigrants and some from African countries. But you know who they're not coming for? European immigrants that have overstayed their visas and everything. Ask yourself why. Because this sickness of racism and this flawed, weak, ignorant ass ideology of white nationalism, as they call it, white supremacy, non-supremacy. Though when you have power, the most punk ass, weakest thing that you can do is to use that power to punish people and to make people's lives difficult. Because if you are really strong and confident, you use power to make those who do not have your power, those who don't have your power, to make their life better. You turn that power into purpose of making other people's lives better and changing people's lives for the better. That's real power. So this punk ass shit you're doing, use power to punish people, that's all right. Chicken's coming home to roost. Many folks that voted for this are going to see when it's going to hit, when it hits you, when it hits your grandmother, when it hits your mother, when it hits your father, and they lose their Medicaid, and they lose their health insurance, they can't go to the doctor, and they can't go to dialysis, or they can't get their chemo treatment, or they can't afford their medicine for hypertension or heart disease, or they lose access to their wheelchair or their oxygen, or your children or your nieces and nephews who have asthma and things like juvenile diabetes or epilepsy or maybe a heart condition or something else, and they lose their health insurance. And then they can't go to the doctor, and your doctor's office, the nurse calls and says, we had to cancel your appointment, so the doctors can't see you because there's no money. There's no more Medicare. So we can't be compensated for our service. So when that hits you, MAGA cult member, in rural South Carolina, West Virginia, Ohio, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas, Tennessee, Kentucky. Oh, it's going to hit different. It's going to be different when it's you and your family. Because when you thought it was just black folks, we don't care. The black folks, them N-words, them DEI folks, Muslims, Mexicans, trans women, and gays, and This cult never gave a shit about you, and it doesn't give a shit about your whiteness. If you are not a billionaire, if you're not a billionaire, white, straight man, and even the funny part, some of these billionaires are part of the LGBTQ community. And they don't give a shit about their community. They have that same attitude. If you're not a billionaire, we don't give a shit about you. Peter Thiel, one of those billionaires, who is technically part of the LGBTQ community. But his ideology looks down at himself. Think about that. You hate yourself. You think that your money can cover up the self-hatred. That's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show. So, hey, Rosalind, how are you? Thank you for watching. So listen, Great Hustle, I shouted you out. And Rosalind, I know you'll do it, and my mother's doing it. So I want to encourage everybody, be sure to, because it's really important, because I'm really close to becoming a YouTube partner. So the algorithms are checking everything. So you guys have been leaving your comments. Please leave your comments. As a matter of fact, all the comments in my chat room, put your comments in my comment section, because YouTube looks at that. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Please give me your likes and spread the word. Tell everybody to subscribe. You guys have done that. I'm about 100 new subscribers away from becoming a YouTube partner, which will be great for my media company. It'll be great for the show, because the show will generate money from YouTube, and we're off to the races. And still, if you'd like to be a sponsor, I'd love to have you as a sponsor or advertise. Shoot me an email, Geno Jones Show. Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Geno Jones Show at Gmail. No the, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. All right, do that. And if you would like to make, as an individual or corporation, if you would like to support the show financially, financial gift, or love offering, financial support, whatever you want to call it, I'll look at it as a blessing. No amount is too small or too large. $5 up to $5 billion. We'll take it all. I don't know if you can Zelle or Cash at $5 billion, but we'll figure it out. So you can, and you can do it now. You're watching me live now after the show. Like I said, no amounts to. Thank you, Rosalind, because you Cash App me or Zelle. Did you Zelle? I think it was Cash App. So you can Zelle the show. You can Zelle my media company your financial gift or contribution. Use Geno Jones Show. So just go to Zelle, type in Geno Jones, and then use my email address, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Geno Jones Show at Gmail. You can Cash App my media company and the show with your financial gift or contribution. $Dad G Jones. Capital D, lowercase a like Apple, D like David, capital G like Geno, capital J like Jones, lowercase o like Oprah, lowercase n like Nanette, lowercase e like extra, lowercase s like Sam. $Dad G Jones. You can Cash App right now or after the show. So thank you. Thank you. All right, so listen, before I get out of here, Rosalind, Great Hustle. I don't know if you all went to the Essence Festival this year. If you did, jump in my chat room and let me know. So I've read a lot of comments. I've seen people posting videos and everything from Stephanie Mills, who was one of the performers, who basically wrote a letter to Essence saying that the production, it was just everything for the artist, it just wasn't good. And she was nice about it, but it just the level of professionalism, and I understand that like 2/3 of the sponsors that Essence normally had backed out with this anti-DEI bullshit. That's why I said once again, we are all we got, but we got everything that we need. McDonald's, all these corporations that really didn't give a shit about us, now they have shown you, they have given you their ass to kiss. So Essence, I'm sure you probably didn't have time to do it this year. Now, from the live shows, because there was a lot of talk, and shout out to Lauryn Hill, because folks wanted to clown Lauryn Hill, because yes, she does have a reputation of showing up a little tardy, but this wasn't on her. Because I think Friday night, she went on stage at 2:30 in the morning, but it was not her fault. And to their credit, Essence owned up to it. So just the issues, because I think all the acts went on late, and that's what Stephanie Mills was talking about in this letter. You can go online somewhere and do a search, a Google search, or Digital Green Book, which is an AI company owned by, it's black owned. Digital Green Book. I think it's digitalgreenbook.com or digitalgreenbook.org. So you can do your search, AI search, and find the Stephanie Mills letter to Essence. So look, they got to get that together, because that's never been a problem with Essence, not to that level. But Essence magazine has changed owners a couple times, and it's just. And look, I've been to Essence Fest several times, and it's a huge part of the culture. I hope they can rebound. Maybe a group of us could just buy Essence. How about that? That's what we're all we got. We're all we need. It's enough entertainers. It's enough of us. Now, attendance was down. Listen, many people, including many black folks, have lost jobs, especially if they were federal workers and just other corporations that have made cuts. Especially, I saw a stat to where unemployment among black women has jumped, which is higher than any other group. And with the tariffs and everything else, folks are just, they hold on to their money. School, back to school, shopping is going to start probably about, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Some folks may have already started. So that part, and shout out to Stephanie Mills, because she wasn't throwing shade, but she just like, listen, professionally, you guys, you gotta do better with the artists. You gotta do this. You have to do this thing right, because Essence has never had this reputation from a production standpoint, and just not being professional, not being together. I heard it got better for Saturday and Sunday, but Friday night it was bad. It was pretty bad. So, but put everything in context. I'm sure Essence had to change a lot on the fly. So now, let's not focus. Don't worry about those companies. Let's worry about us. And let's go ahead and foster some relationships, folks at Essence. Look, the community and the culture, black folks, we love Essence, and we love the Essence Festival. So y'all gonna have to do stuff differently. Reach out to the community, reach out to the culture, reach out to the celebrities, reach out to. It's enough people. We can do this thing. We got everything we need. Yes, we are all we got. I'm gonna keep saying it, but we are all we need, and we got everything we need. Let's come together. Let's do it right. I'll just read some of the comments. So I'm not now. Listen, and what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to play this, because Great Hustle. Let me just tell you something. Basically, she's making some comments because there's been some talk about some African immigrants who are part of the Essence Festival. But what we are not going to do is that we are not going to play the white nationalist game. All right, we're not going to play that MAGA game, because that has been a problem for centuries, that we have allowed people outside of the culture and those who subscribe and worship this ideology of white nationalism, as they call white supremacy, which is nothing supreme. There's no supremacy, but that's the bullshit that they call it. They've always fostered division and hatred between black folks in America, black folks in the Caribbean, black folks in South America, black folks on the continent of Africa and in Europe. So what we are not going to do, and what I am not going to do or let anybody doing this, we're not going to fall, and my grandfather calls it, we're not going to get put in the trick bag. So you never put me in the trick bag, and I'm not going to put anybody in the trick bag by criticizing or feeding into that. So be you a black American or a black from the Caribbean or from South America or from Europe or from the continent of Africa, if you engage in that anti-blackness, then you can kiss my ass, because that means you don't love yourself. Because this MAGA cult and this white nationalist, white supremacist ideology that's global, they don't see any difference between a black American or a black person from the continent of Africa or the Caribbean or Central America or South America. We are all the N-words, and they don't give a shit about none of us. But they will pit those who have a modicum, a small modicum of intelligence is rooted in hate and evil and manipulation, will do what they've done for centuries. Figure out a way to pit us against each other and to pit poor and working class white people and Hispanics and Asian Americans and Native Americans, to pit all of us against each other. So I'm not going to do that, Great Hustle. And I'm calling you out on it. Just like anybody that will engage in that, those Africans, black folks from Africa that engage in that anti-blackness, I'll call them out, and they can kiss my ass, and I'll read them the riot act too. Because these Europeans that's come over there from the Berlin, I forgot what is it? It was I think the Berlin Summit decades ago. King Leopold and all these European countries literally had a meeting in Berlin and sat down at a table and decided how they were going to divvy up and divide up the continent of Africa. Who was going to colonize this country and colonize that country? So we are not going to do that on this show. And for those black people from any part of the diaspora, I don't give a damn where you from the continent of Africa, from America, the Caribbean, South America. Anti-blackness, I don't care who it comes from, will get shut down. You can go over there with that bullshit. You can go over there to those racist white nationalists that you think that love your black ass, so they can show you. Or if they haven't already deported you. So don't get it twisted. So we're not going to do that. All right. And even though you may say they're not like us, that's exactly what they want you to believe, Great Hustle 843. Because at the end of the day, we are like each other, more alike than not. But they want us to buy into that bullshit because, once again, the way to conquer people is to divide them. Because our genius and our gifts and talents and strength that they steal and try to remix and screw it up, from trying to make potato salad to music, fashion and everything else, art, the only way they can conquer us is if we conquer ourselves with our own self-hatred and anti-blackness. So the community that I'm building, we call out anti-blackness, be it come from whites, somebody that identifies as white, or black American, or black Caribbean, or black African, or black European, or Native American, or Asian American, or Hispanic. We don't engage in anti-blackness. So just think about that. You need to think about that. Okay, who benefits from people that look like us? From anywhere in the diaspora, who benefits from black Americans and black Africans and black Caribbeans saying, no, they not like us? Who benefits from that anti-blackness within ourselves? Who benefits from it? Who's making money from it? So are you going to let these colonizers pimp you? Great Hustle 843. Are you going to be pimped? Because I'm not going to be pimped. Way back in the day, in my single days, I had a saying: if there's any pimping to be done, I'm the only pimp in the whole house. So I ain't going to be pimped. And I'm not going to let you get pimped either. None of us. So think about that. So no, you wake up. So Great Hustle, she said, no, you wake up. I need you to wake up and ask yourself, And I'm gonna drop the mic after this, Miss Great Hustle. You so goddamn woke. Who do you think benefits from us hating each other? If you see a black person from Africa that looks down upon us, that's a weakness in them. Do you think that these Europeans, do you think that this MAGA cult, do you think that these billionaires see any difference in you and me, black Americans, than black Caribbeans or blacks from South America or blacks from Africa? And if you do, you really need to wake up and you need to really read more, and you need to talk to some people, do some research, read Dr. Greg Carr. That's what I want. That's your homework assignment, Great Hustle. I want you to do some research, Dr. Greg Carr. Because you got some waking up to do, my sister. Happy birthday, but you brought this on yourself. But celebrate your birthday. Because you are engaging in anti-blackness, and that says a lot about you. Because if you were smart as you try to come off as being, you would understand that for those who engage in anti-blackness from wherever they are, who are black people, any black person from any part of this planet that engages in anti-blackness, they are doing the work of these white nationalists. That is their dream. It makes their job easy. And you're not smart enough to see that? No, well, don't switch it up now and talk about we were talking about Essence. Yeah, I was talking about Essence, but you engaged, you posted it, talking about immigrants. Stop with this. That's a form of anti-blackness, whether you realize it or not. Well, you sure don't sound like you read Dr. Greg Carr. But anyway, I digress. Thank you, but I appreciate you watching. And if you really about supporting the culture and the community, please, I ask you to encourage those, even those who may look at the world like you do, who may hate watch, to subscribe to the channel, because once again, we're all we got. And I'm not going to engage in anti-blackness in any form, period, full stop. And I would encourage you not to do so either. Because once again, I'm just going to drop the mic and say, who do you think engages? Who do you think benefits? Who do you think benefits from black people hating each other from any part of the globe? Any black person that looks down on another black person because they were born in America, or maybe their parents weren't born in America, or because they were born in somewhere on the continent of Africa, or because they were born in the Caribbean, or because they were born in South America, or because they were born in Europe or Asia. That's the ignorant shit that these white nationalists are doing. And when we do that to each other, we are doing their job for them. We're doing their job for them. All right. Thank you for thank you for letting me be a part of your life, everybody. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live. New start time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. live in Los Angeles and Las Vegas and on the West Coast Pacific Time, West Coast Time, 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. We're just back from taking some time off of the 4th of July a holiday, which I was still celebrating. Our independence, Juneteenth. So I just celebrate that whole, 2-week stretch. So please, once again, spread the word. Tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Subscribe, screen grab. Please share this in every episode. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up for a brother. I just had to step off camera for a second. Here I am. So be sure to, yes, you too, Great Hustle. if you're about black unity, go and hit that thumbs up. We can agree to disagree. And tell everybody to, to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I don't mind a hate watching, because I know a lot of the MAGA cult, they hate watch too. They don't say anything because they don't have the courage to do that. But they do that. So I'm not gonna get I've said what I had to say, Great Hustle. You believe what you want to believe. If you want to focus on the black people from any part of the world who engage in anti-blackness, you focus and you can center them if you like. You can feature them, but they don't make up the majority. The majority of us see our common humanity, especially as those part of the African diaspora. Teeth and tongue fall out, and they share the same mouth. But I'm going to just say this. Ask yourself this question. Miss Smarty Pants, with all the answers, who benefits from black people all across the globe? Doesn't matter what language you speak, what continent you are from, or your ancestors are from, or where you live now. Who benefits from black people who are part of the global African community or diaspora? Who benefits when all of us see each other as inferior? Who benefits? And are you going to focus, and do you choose to focus on the ones who engage in anti-blackness, or are you going to choose to seek out those who don't engage in that foolishness? Because who benefits from it? Who's making money off of it? And if you think it's the black folks that engage into the anti-blackness, well, somebody's making money off them. And I guarantee you, they ain't black. All right. Subscribe. Spread the word. Subscribe. About 100 new subscribers away. So put out an email, put out a little short video, tell everybody to, hey, we're only about 100 new subscribers away, so call to action. If you haven't done it, go to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel, subscribe to my channel. Be sure to give us the like, share, screen grab, binge watch all my back episodes. Shout out to Markio Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out. Kel on Instagram, on IG, Kel be cutting up. He's the CEO of Designer Cuts, KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check her and her Lexi Jones collection out. LX.N like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi _ LX.NCL_. Thank you, everybody. I am out of here. If you missed any of the episode, go back and watch it. The next live edition is going to be Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Once again, big shout out to Don Lucci, Prosecco Company, black owned, 3 partners. They're going to be my guest on next Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, y'all. All right. Go tell about 25 people to go and subscribe to my channel right now. We'll see you Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.